Let's look at integration using partial fractions. Notice the denominator has already been factored for us. That's convenient. And also recognize that these are both linear factors in the denominator, and one of them is repeated. That is what makes this case 2. We have repeated linear factors. Next, we'll set up the partial fractions. We'll have a divided by the first factor, x plus 2, plus b divided by the next factor, x plus 1. And since that second factor is repeated, we're going to have another fraction, c, divided by x plus 1 squared. Next, we'll multiply both sides by the LCD to help us solve for a, b, and c. And for a moment, I'm going to ignore the integral symbol and just focus on the rational expression. So the LCD is x plus 2 times x plus 1 squared. We want to multiply by that on both sides. On the left side of the equation, the LCD and the denominator will cancel, leaving us with just the numerator, x squared plus x plus 1. And that's going to be equal to, now we need to distribute the LCD with each of the fractions. If we multiply by the first fraction, notice that x plus 2, that factor will go away, leaving us with a times x plus 1 squared. Then we'll distribute the LCD with the second fraction. In doing that, one of the x plus 1 factors will go away, leaving us with b times x plus 2 times x plus 1. And then distribute the LCD with the third fraction. When we do that, x plus 1 squared will cancel, leaving us with c times x plus 2. We'll next choose clever values for x to help us find some of those letters. Up first, if we let x equal -1, notice that this factor will become 0. Also, this factor will become 0. That's going to help us find one of the letters. So again, let's let x be -1. Then plugging in -1 for x, we get -1 squared minus 1 plus 1 equals a times -1 plus 1 squared plus b times -1 plus 2 times -1 plus 1 plus c times -1 plus 2. On the left, -1 times -1 is 1, minus 1 is 0, plus 1 we get 1. And that's equal to, notice this becomes 0. 0 times a is just 0, so that term is going to go away. Over here, we have -1 plus 1. This factor becomes 0, so this whole term becomes 0 and goes away, leaving us with c times -1 plus 2 is 1. So c is 1. Let's try again to choose a clever value for x. This time, if we let x be -2, notice that this factor will go away, as will this one. That will become 0. So let x be -2. Now plugging -2 into the left side, we get -2 squared plus -2 plus 1. That is equal to a times -2 plus 1 squared plus b times -2 plus 2 times -2 plus 1 plus c times -2 plus 2. On the left side, -2 squared is 4, minus 2 we get 2, plus 1 we get 3. And that is equal to a times -2 plus 1 will become -1. When we square it, we get a. And then this factor becomes 0, which means this entire term becomes 0, as does this factor. This factor becomes 0, c times 0 is just 0. So we get a is 3. Almost there. We just need to find b now. And there's not another clever value that we can use to find b. So we need an alternate technique. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up a little bit, clean up this line, and FOIL the x plus 1, and then these two as well. Plus x plus 1 equals a times, square the binomial here, we get x squared plus 2x plus 1. Next we'll FOIL this out. That is b times x squared plus 3x plus 1. And then we don't really need to worry about this one, but I'll just show it. C times x plus 2. At this point, we'll collect like terms. Collect like terms to find b. Let's focus on the squared terms to help us find b. So we're eventually going to look for coefficients on x squared. If we distribute this out, we'll get a x squared plus b x squared. And we're going to set that equal to the squared term that is over here. Now let's look at just the coefficients on those. A plus b, the coefficients on the squared terms on the left side, let's set that equal to the coefficient of the squared term on the right side, 1. We already know that a is 3. So we have 3 plus b equals 1. Subtract 3 and we get b is negative 2. Now we can rewrite the original integral. The original integral was x squared plus x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 times x plus 1 squared dx. We can rewrite that as the integral of a, which we found to be 3, divided by x plus 2 dx, plus the second integral, the numerator was b, we just found that to be negative 2, divided by x plus 1 dx, plus the third integral, c, which we found to be 1, divided by x plus 1 squared dx. Now that we have 3 simpler integrals, we can evaluate them. We'll get 3 ln absolute value of x plus 2 minus 2 ln abs value x plus 1 minus 1 divided by x plus 1, and don't forget the plus c.